Timber woke up to the sound of the cat carrier open. He looked back and realized he was free from a long, unfun ride. He stretched and then decided to pat off into an exploring area. He noticed it was night and wondered how long have he slept for. He noticed this place wasn't really the place he'd ever been to, so he just decided to sit down and decide to question where he was. His ears pinned and then flooped down. "Where am I?" he said. He decided to step back up and then go back down to where he could just relax. He noticed how foggy it was outside. And for some weird reason, he didn't remember where he was last at. All he remembers is just in a carrier. He decided to sit down and just decide to clean himself after being in that nasty carrier, which he didn't know why he was in there. He looked out, and then he looked into the calm water. Soon he was bored and decided to just walk away. For a minute he paused and thought, why aren't there any cats around here? He thought. Though he decided to continue. He looked at the weird cat figure right there. He walked up to it, thinking it was a cat. He tilted his head, realized it wasn't, flooped his ear down, and decided to continue. Why is there so much, whatever that says? He stuttered. He felt a little bored, wondering where the cats are. He looked at the mouse toy, wondered what it is, kicked it, and just decided to walk past. He noticed the road. Then he saw a monster flew by. His ears flooped as he jumped in fear. He was scared enough to where he didn't want to look outside anymore. His stomach rumbled. As his ears shot back up, he decided that he should get some food to eat. He shot back up. "That is nasty!" he hissed. He sat on the top of the chair. Then he hopped back down, noticing it was stable. Then he decided to get a drink. He jumped onto the table, noticing a weird black thing with a weird screen on it. He decided to just loaf on it. He decided to just crouch sit on it. Not noticing it turned on and started spamming weird words because he was on it. His tail flicked. Thought he heard a cat, but he rushed outside. But it was just a stick. He gave up on the search, looking for a fresh new cat friend. Decided to just take a little nap on an area that he felt like was comfy. He stood back up, hopped down, and stretched, getting his paws onto the carpet, he called it. He hopped back up and hopped again. Noticed this weird wooden thing. He felt like he wanted to just claw it. So he ended up clawing it with his claws. He was bored enough. He didn't want to even think about eating food. He was already stressed out, so he thought a good nap would help, but it didn't. He saw the couch. Noticing it was good, he decided to just start kneading it with his claws, leaving claw marks in it. Before he realized what he did, he just walked away. He sighed. Is there even gonna be anybody here to be friends with? He sighed in disbelief. Suddenly, he remembered going out there. He stepped out, noticing the deep forest that might be ahead of him. His ears pinned as his body wanted to go, but himself just had an awful feeling about going in there. He wanted to stay, but he also wanted to go. He took a step back, but his legs took a step forward and forward and forward until he decided going was the right way. As he noticed, the rain came, so he just ran off. He hid under a bush. Not knowing what this wretched droplet was. He was too scared. He wanted it to end. So he felt like sleeping would be the best option to make it end. As little rain droplets got on his pelt, he breathed harder and harder, hoping this dangerous thing would go away. But he sadly was wrong. Couple hours later, he woke up, getting up and stretching. The rain was still here. He sighed, not fearing it anymore. It's just droplets. Stop being a scaredy cat, he said to himself. Timber looked forth. As a monster, he just ran past. He hopped back, scared, just about what he saw. He put one little paw next to the black thing. Then he went a little more and a little more until he ran straight towards. He panted so hard. A den! He ran inside. Feeling all exhausted again, he just decided he had enough and wanted to just pass out. So he flopped down and fell asleep. As the rain still hit the rock, making little tiny taps, a little bit of sunshine shined until it decided to go away. And then more shine. And more, and more, and more. But it still just wasn't enough. He sat back up, noticing the little sunshine that shined. He went back inside, noticing it was still raining. He noticed the rain, it's gone. He mewed proudly. Take that, you wretched, mini dogs. Yep, I got it. Whee! He patted on. Doesn't look bad. Was that a house? Finally! I really thought that this would finally end. I mean, never end. He laughed. He wanted to walk up towards it, but he just didn't want to. His ears pinned down, remind him of his own home. He turned back to go to it, but it's gone. His ears pinned. As one of his paws lift up, as one of his paws decided to lift up and slap him in the head. Come on, you remember? His tail flicked. His tail flicked in fury. He ran. He ran faster and faster and faster. He tripped, falling into water where he couldn't control himself. He tried swimming harder and harder, but his body went smaller and smaller into the water. He tried. His little legs paddled harder and harder until he managed to make it to the land, but all tired. His ears fluked, as that could have just been death towards him. Not just him, but to other cats too. He looked down at his legs, noticing there are leaves on him. His ears was shot back up and pinned. What even is this? Does this mean I'm gonna die? Am I gonna die? Am I literally gonna die? He thought he was gonna die, so to make his last moment count, he decided to he ran. He went through the log until he missed the jump. He fell back into the water, but this time the water was dirty. He jumped out, smelling like a rotten fish. His ear he pinned. Now I smell rotten. His head shot up angrily. Is that a den? He looked. I'll come back here later. What is that? He hissed in fury as his fur shot up. And what even is this? He hissed. Noticing he smelled like a piece of trash, he sat and decided to start cleaning himself. He sat up, hopped off of the rock, and decided he felt stressed. His ears shut down as he decided that this is where his journey should end. He was already tired and already felt weak. He decided to go into the little tire to start a new journey here. And he decided to crouch down, and then he decided to lay down, and then he fell asleep. Where his new journey can begin somewhere where he didn't have to worry.